Hey everybody, this is Sonia with Melanin Goddess Life. Today is Sunday, October the 25th, 2020. I hope everyone is having a great, relaxing Sunday, and I hope you guys are staying safe. Today's video, we are going to talk about something that's very special that's happening at the end of this week on Saturday, October the 31st, which is Halloween and Samhain. We are going to be celebrating a full moon, but not just any full moon. This is the blue moon. And the reason why we call it the blue moon is typically each month we have one full moon and we have one new moon. But this month, for the month of October, we have two full moons. And so when you have two full moons in a month, you refer to the second full moon as the blue moon. We had our first full moon, I believe, on the 1st or the 2nd of October. We had a new moon on the 16th, and now we're having a full moon at the end of this month. And what makes this full moon so much more special is it is going to be conjunct the planet Uranus. And we're going to talk about how this is going to affect each sign and what you should look out for. Now, the full moon is basically, the full moon represents an ending of something, a culmination of something, something being brought to life. That's the representation of the full moon. Now, the planet Uranus. Uranus is our planet of unpredictable changes, disruption, rebellion, just doing things just totally out of the blue. So it's our unexpected changes planet. When a planet is in conjunction, so we have the full moon in conjunct with Uranus, that means they are within 8 degrees of each other, which is very, very close. So their energies are going to be working together. So in a nutshell, with the full moon bringing light to a situation, and the planet Uranus being a planet of surprise and unexpected changes, look for unexpected information to come your way. Now, the energy of the full moon is not just on that day. It actually lasts about 2 weeks after that. So actually you may start feeling it. You may start feeling it now, definitely like the day before, but then you have that energy 2 weeks after the full moon conjunction. So this could be anything, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It could be some surprise good news. Either way, it's going to be some information that's going to come to light to you that you're going to need, and you're going to have to deal with and figure out how you're going to handle it. But it's going to affect each sun sign. Well, I take that back. It's going to affect each sign differently. Now, I'm going to talk about how it could potentially play out for each sign. We're going to be using your rising sign. So these predictions are going to be based on your rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, you can visit any of the free natal chart calculators online, putting in your information. You have to make sure you have the exact birth time to get the correct rising sign, and then you'll be able to go back to my video and then determine which sign is your rising sign. But these predictions are going to be based on your rising sign. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. This is for Aries rising. This conjunction will probably manifest or play out with regards to your money, with regards to how you make your money, with regards to how you spend your money. Potentially changing, maybe a new source of income comes in for you, or a source of income leaves you, or you find out some information regarding how you make your money. But it's definitely going to be in your money house. So look for news that surrounds your money house. Also look for news that has to do with your possessions, your valuables, things that you value, things that you own. You will get some surprise news from the 31st in the next 2 weeks regarding your money. Taurus rising. This is going to be in your first house. So this is going to have to do with who you are. Some surprise information about who you are, who you identify as. Your appearance is in this house. So you may get a surprise makeover, or you may decide to change something about yourself, or you may learn something about maybe a situation with your body or something to that degree. But it's going to have something to do with who you are as a person. Gemini rising. This conjunction is going to be in your 12th house. This is the house of hidden things, of our subconscious, of our healing. So look for things or events that are surrounding things that you may have been hiding from others, or things that have been hidden from you. Secrets that you may have may come to light, or a secret that's been kept from you, you may discover. So that's what you're going to be looking for in that particular energy. Cancer rising. This is going to be in your 11th house, and this is the house of social groups, friends, and our hopes, dreams, and wishes. So this may manifest in a way that you may discover some information about your friend, or your friend may reveal some information to you, or you may find out some information surprisingly about a social group you're connected with. Or this could play out in your long-term goals. If you have a long-term goal or dream or desire, you may get some information regarding that particular thing. Leo rising. This is going to play out in your career zone. So look for information that's in regards to your career. Maybe you get some surprise information about a promotion, or a new job, or a title change for yourself. You also have to keep in mind, in the career house, this is not only just your career as job related, but this is the public image that you have out into the world. So anything could come about with your public image, or surprise information about your career and which direction it's going in, but it will definitely be around your career house. Virgo rising. This is going to be in your 9th house, and this is one of my favorite houses because this is a house that contains long distance travel. So you may hear information about a trip that you've been planning, or travel that you've been wanting to do. This is also the house of higher education. You may hear something about maybe funding that you needed to go to school, or maybe a course that you were trying to take is now available or not available. But anything around long distance travel, anything around education. If you have maybe a legal situation going on, you may hear some information about that situation. This is also the house of religion. So you may hear something, or you may come to a decision regarding a spiritual path that you're wanting to take, or an area of study and religion that you want to take. But it will definitely be around those things that you'll hear some information. The next is going to be Libra rising. Now this is going to be in your 8th house energy. This is the house of shared resources. This is the house of inheritances, taxes, finances, resources that we share with another person, loans, anything of that nature. You could hear some information regarding any one of those things. Resources that you share with another person. Maybe you'll hear back regarding a loan that you applied for, and you'll get a decision on that. Or you could hear something about a tax situation you have going on. Or you may hear surprise news about an inheritance that you may be receiving from someone. But it will definitely be in the realm of shared resources, and one of those things that I pointed out. The next one is going to be Scorpio rising. This is going to be in your 7th house, and the 7th house is the house of partnerships. And that includes marriage and business and one-on-one relationships that we consciously go into. You may hear some information from a partner. I don't know what type of information it could be, but you may get some resolution on a situation that you have going on romantically or business-wise. The next is Sagittarius rising. This is going to be in your 6th house. And the 6th house is the house of health and fitness, our day-to-day routine, small pets, how we are of service to each other. So you may hear something about with regards to your health. If you've been dealing with a health situation, you may find a resolution regarding the situation that you're going through. You may get a diagnosis that you've been waiting for, an answer to a medical situation that you have. You may just have a change in your day-to-day routine, some type of disruption or unexpected change to your day-to-day routine. This is also the house of our work habits. So this actually may be work-related, a work-related change. The next one is Capricorn rising. This is going to be in your 5th house. Now, the 5th house is the house of joy and fun and dating, children, procreation, and romance. Capricorn, you may hear about a surprise pregnancy. You also may hear about just some surprise news about your children or children that are in your life, maybe about someone you're dating or just a hobby of yours, but it will definitely be some information around one of those things. The next one is going to be Aquarius rising, and this is going to hit you in your 4th house. This is the house of home and family. So you may be getting some information, surprisingly, about a family member. Or you may be getting some information regarding your housing situation, whether you're maybe unexpectedly having to move for some reason, or someone is moving in or moving out. But it will definitely be around the energy of your home. And finally, we have Pisces rising, and this energy is going to be in your 3rd house. And the 3rd house is the house of communication. It's also the house of contracts. It's the house of our siblings and our cousins and our neighbors. So you could be getting information around any of those particular things. If you've been waiting on a correspondence or some information regarding a contract or a deal or a communication with someone, maybe you get some surprise news from one of your siblings or your cousins, or maybe you get new neighbors that move in or your neighbors move out. But you definitely will be getting some information around this particular area of your life. So again, this is going to be a very interesting week. A very, very interesting week. And again, it's going to come to combination on October the 31st, but however, you still will feel this energy the 2 weeks that follow this. So up until November the 14th, you could just expect the unexpected. If you guys are in need of any metaphysical items, please visit my Etsy store at Melanin Goddess Life. If you are interested in getting a personal reading, a personal spiritual reading with me, please follow the link that I'll put down. If you want to get a personal reading, want to know where your personal energies are lying right now, and get a peek into 2021, go ahead and schedule a reading with me. I would love to talk to you. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and you guys have a great week. And just look out for those changes, but just stay positive. Have a good evening.